exercises are really designed to do one thing more than anything else, and that's to get your awareness of your Zhong Ding, or your central channel, very refined and very clear. And these are exercises that some of them are derivative from the Gung that the Wu family does. Some of them are ones that Wang just kind of made up, and they are really mostly about I look at them as kind of in three sections. The first section of doing them are exercises that really just work primarily on loosening everything around the Zhong Ding, and out through the arms and into the legs and into the shoulders. The second little group of them really is they just focus exclusively on what you're doing in your Zhong Ding, and they move the body around it in a way that's very interesting. And those involve a lot more turning than the initial ones. So the initial ones, a lot of them actually look somewhat similar to some of the spinal ones. They're not done exactly the same, but they have some similarities. The latter ones really are ones that really involve a lot of turning and involve a lot of kind of refining your awareness around your center, so that your center, whenever you're moving, becomes dead stable, and everything else around you is in motion, or everything around yourself is in motion. And if you kind of translate that into doing something like Tai Chi, well, that's really how you should do all the turning in Tai Chi. And as an example of that, if I'm like doing something fairly simple in Tai Chi, like just in the beginning of the yang form, turning. As I make this turn, my center should be very stable, so everything that turns around in a very balanced way. So the move style, same thing. What happens with a lot of times is people just kind of turn, what I would say, somewhat haphazardly. That they go, and they just kind of throw their body in that direction. Just kind of throw it in this direction, without kind of keeping that awareness of your center. Part of it is because a lot of us don't have that really developed. But as you get that increasingly developed, that becomes the focus that we form internally, and how the energy goes in and out of it. So these exercises are very much foundational exercises for doing Tai Chi in a much more kind of internal way, rather than external practice. The first, go ahead and let's work on the second of the three rotation exercises. And the thing that's different about this exercise, the first one, and I'm going to go back, just to recap real quickly, is that pushing and pulling through the psoas, which turns you, and making sure you turn it around your Zhong Ding, not around the point of origin, which is really your spine. So it's really your spine, everything is turning around this central axis. Okay, so now the next exercise, which also does involve the pushing and pulling, so it has that same quality, but what it's going to do is going to be going from back weighted to front weighted, back weighted to forward. But at the same time, it's going to involve a turn and a rotation. And so it's going to start incorporating not just the turn of the Zhong Ding, but also the pulls that go from one leg into the opposite arm, the other leg into the other arm. So you're connecting crossbody to the tissue around your back. Again, doing all these exercises, concerning yourself with keeping your Zhong Ding stable. switching your legs. And again, you're still doing that pushing and pulling. So like here, if you look at my legs, just without my arms, okay. I'm doing the same pushing and pulling. Now when I go to shift weight, what do? I do it, I pull into the other leg. I go back leg, or I call it pull into the back. So you use the pull and the push to move across from leg to leg, just like you do when you shift through the Tai Chi. He's talking about how it's getting the connection across your body, like from this leg up through this leg to this arm. Here, here. Okay, if you look, this goes back to the thing of the turning of your body and kind of the physiology of what's getting connected. Is basically where your psoas meets. It's about the same point in your back as your trapezius attaches in your lower back. And so what I'm doing is I'm creating a connection in my physiology between the pull that's going, or push right here, it's coming up, and it's really going up into this muscle and then around into this hand. So then really what I end up is connection between the floor in my left foot all the way through to the palm and fingers of my right hand. The other side of this is while that push is taking place, this pull from fingertips coming back around, going back down into this leg. So it's alternating, pushing and pulling, but the push and pull travels all the way up around through the opposite arm, trying to get this connected, and at the same time do it all around a stable zone.